I used to like be quite a keen drummer, but obviously it's not really possible at the minute. Although I do have like a drum kit in my room at the minute, but it's just because like I can't really move my right leg at all. I got told that I'd never walk again, and then I've been to about 5 different hospitals. I eventually got moved in here, and like initially I didn't really see the benefit because it was new to us, and like it's like moving schools and that, it's obviously going to be hard.
Paul suffered a traumatic acquired brain injury as a result of his drink being spiked while he was away on holiday. He came back to the country in a very poor state of health, went into acute services just to maintain his life, because at that stage it was a life-threatening condition that he had. His condition had plateaued, and basically his level of independence was very low, communication was very poor, and indeed the quality of life that Paul experienced was very, very low too.
When he first arrived here, his right arm was virtually bolted across his chest, and he either couldn't or wouldn't move it. His upper mobility was quite poor, his legs couldn't move at all, and his confidence had taken a complete nosedive.
You're sort of left in that kind of situation with a sense of this is unreal, this can't be true. You know, that someone is telling you that there actually isn't any hope is really hard to take on board.
Beautiful, beautiful. Push, 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 push. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now go on. To that one, Paul.
Hold it for him, Paul.
If I delayed the step with my left leg and put weight through my right.
That's it, you just, yeah, definitely. And it's just remembering to shift the weight onto the right. For the likes of Paul, he was pretty much told that where he was 3 years ago was where he would be for the rest of his life. He was needing a lot of assistance for transfers. He had to be hoisted for all transfers. And really we had to start from scratch to help him regain movement. If you see the footage from a few years ago, the amount of support he needed compared to what we've just done there is really incredible.
Well, certainly the facilities here have been very, very good, with the pool and the gym and the new bedrooms that they've got, which were purpose-built for people with brain injury, and also the team of therapists combined with the care staff and the social opportunity staff.
The pool in particular is something that's quite unusual in any kind of residential place. And I think it's been in that hydrotherapy pool that he's made a lot of progress and gained a lot of physical confidence.
Well, they've actually given us a chance to like show what I can do here, whereas at other places it felt like they haven't really. And like this is the place where I've learned to stand, took my first steps, and like it's the first place I've been that's had like a swimming pool as well, which I really enjoy.
I think had he come home when they wanted to send him home 3 or 4 years ago, he would have just stagnated and probably deteriorated, to be honest. He would never have had his own independence, would never been able to consider even having a bungalow, which he's now got, and living independently or semi-independently. And I think he would have ended up busy. We would have ended up running around looking after him, and that would have been his life for the next 50 years.
His independence has changed completely. He can transfer himself, he self-mobilises to a certain degree, communicates very well. He interacts with the internet, his friends, he's on college, restarting his college courses, and hopefully, as his independence continues to improve, as I believe it will with the change of environment that his new independent home will bring for him, is that there's a win-win all round.
I can't really predict still, because that's the nature of brain injury. Generally, since I've moved here, like to Chase Park, it's looking quite positive.
Obviously his family overjoyed as we are, because we've helped someone to transition through from what would have been a long-term care placement for the rest of his life. As an early 20-year-old young lad, with the same life expectancy as you and I, now in his mid-20s he's going to go home.
There aren't that many organisations out there who can really help you with it, or will help you with it.
In fact, beyond Chase Park, I can't think of anywhere else, certainly in the north of England or even in the UK, which does a similar sort of thing.